The desert ambush. The film opens in the scorching deserts of the Middle East. McCall, now retired and living off-grid, is pulled back into action after learning a young woman he once saved has gone missing in a human trafficking ring. In a high-tension ambush sequence, McCall silently infiltrates a remote desert facility. The scene is quiet, except for shifting sand and distant echoes. One by one, he disables the guards with precision. A moment of brilliance occurs when he uses the environment, a loosened tent pole, a water tank, and shadows, to eliminate 3 enemies in 10 seconds. His watch ticks down methodically, setting the pace for the cinematic masterstroke. 2. Reunion in the alley, Miles' return. Back in Boston, McCall reconnects with Miles, the young artist from Equalizer 2. Now a grown man and a community activist, Miles brings news of corruption involving a private security firm terrorizing poor neighborhoods. This reunion happens in a dimly lit alley where graffiti and sirens form a background. As Miles shows McCall a bruised friend and speaks of increasing disappearances, McCall's eyes darken. This emotional moment rekindles his sense of duty. It's not just about vengeance now. It's about justice for the voiceless. The chemistry between the two men anchors the film emotionally. 3. The restaurant face-off. In one of the most intense scenes, McCall confronts Vincent Griggs, the CEO of Griggs Security, an ex-Special Forces man running a covert operation trafficking immigrants. Set inside a luxurious rooftop restaurant, the scene plays out like a psychological chess match. McCall calmly sits across from Griggs, who's surrounded by bodyguards. Without raising his voice, McCall lays out everything he knows. When Griggs laughs and threatens him, McCall replies, "When you lose everything, what you have left is purpose." Moments later, Griggs' wine glass shatters. McCall had earlier unscrewed the chandelier boat above them, creating a moment of chaos. In the blink of an eye, McCall disappears into the night, sending a message: war has begun. 4. The warehouse rescue. A young girl is being held in an abandoned shipping warehouse, guarded by heavily armed men. This is one of the most action-heavy sequences. McCall studies the blueprints of the warehouse and plans his entry with military precision. What follows is a symphony of violence. He creates diversions with smoke bombs, disables power lines, and uses infrared goggles. One particularly thrilling moment occurs when McCall slides under a moving crane and stabs an enemy's foot from below. The girl is saved, but not before McCall records a confession from one of the thugs, linking everything to Griggs' firm. The lighting, sound design, and choreography in this scene are standout elements. 5. The hacker connection. McCall tracks down a mysterious hacker named Talone, a young woman who once worked for Griggs but now lives off-grid. Her scene is set in a high-tech van surrounded by monitors in a dark alley behind a jazz bar. As smooth saxophone music plays, Talone decrypts files showing Griggs' operation extends globally. This scene provides an adrenaline rush not with bullets, but with tension and data. It adds a techno-thriller layer to the film and shows McCall's ability to adapt to New Age warfare. The banter between the two, veteran and tech prodigy, is both sharp and endearing. 6. The explosive car chase. One of the most thrilling sequences is a car chase through the narrow streets of Brooklyn. McCall, driving a stolen security van, is being pursued by 3 black SUVs. The sequence features clever maneuvering. McCall drives into construction zones, uses falling debris, and even tricks pursuer into crashing into a cement mixer. But the highlight is when he stops at a bridge, reverses hard into the lead SUV and disables it. As the others catch up, he dives into the East River, disappearing beneath the waves, once again eluding capture. The scene is intense, fast-paced, and grounded in realism. 7. The final showdown, the 16th floor. The climax occurs in the 16th floor of Griggs' corporate building, which doubles as a fortified command center. McCall disables the elevators, traps guards between security doors, and uses smoke to reduce visibility. He moves like a ghost, taking down enemies silently. At one point, he drops from the ceiling using a rope, landing right behind Griggs' bodyguard and disabling him instantly. The final fight between McCall and Griggs is brutal. No music, just grunts, broken glass, and raw fists. It ends with McCall using Griggs' own pen, engraved with his motto, "Order through power." To end him, symbolic justice. 8. The epilogue, Peace in Pieces. The film ends with McCall sitting at a park bench overlooking a mural painted by Miles, a tribute to all the innocents McCall helped. A little girl approaches him and says, "My mom says you're the man who helps people." McCall smiles softly, finally at peace. The camera pans out slowly, showing the city skyline as rain begins to fall. The Equalizer walks away, disappearing once again into the crowd, silent, watchful, and always ready.